What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Hypetalk podcast. You're here with James, and I got my co-host Woo here with me.
Howdy.
Today, we're here in the nighttime. We got the nighttime vibe. We got the fire going, and we got a very special guest with us today. He goes by the name Komega.
Give him a round of applause.
Hell
What's
yeah!
up? How's it going?
What's up? Chilling or what?
Chilling. Enjoying
Yeah.
this campfire.
Yeah. I got all nervous all of a sudden.
Why you stiff?
Oh, talking to me?
No, me.
Oh.
I got all nervous all of a
Oh,
sudden.
man. Hope
It's-
you're not like that on first dates.
Separation anxiety.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's hard doing the intro, guys. Jeez.
He's pulling all the
Always
way this
mess it
time.
up. But yeah, man. Shoot. For the people that don't know you, sorry. How do you introduce yourself?
Name's K Omega. First name's Raul. That's basically it.
Tell us a little about
Yeah.
and tell us a little about yourself.
Mainly, for like a career-wise, I do branding design, and graphic design and illustration. For fun, I do just art.
That's right.
How long have you been doing that career?
Shit, since like 1998, bro. I've been.
My bad.
Damn!
Yeah, you're making Bill a lot better now.
I'm in 2008, bro.
In a good way. In a good way. In a
No,
good
no.
way.
No, since like 98 was like
Yeah.
when I first started. Like it was my first actual job. I was maybe like 3 or 4 months into design. I landed my first gig. Actually, it worked out when because I got to learn on the job, so it was cool.
What was your inspiration of getting that career that you have right now?
Shit, man. Like for the most part, I had another friend that I was doing just art with, graffiti, and me and him were always just. Shout out to James Gonzalez. He works at EA Sports. He's
Okay.
he's the main senior user interface designer. So
Wow.
whoever plays like Battlefield and all those games, he's the one that designs all the platforms and all that stuff. So shout out to James. Me and him were just always doing graffiti, drawing. We would stay up late, just drawing, just going out and painting. And we both had computers, and shit, we just started incorporating our art into the computer. And we, at that time, like 1998, goddamn, we didn't have YouTube. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's
that's
no
right.
YouTube around. We didn't have like the things that these kids have now to learn the stuff that I do, like graphic design and art and all that stuff. So we would actually drive down to Seaside, and there was a Barnes and Noble there. We would get the design books, read them there. We would probably stay about 2, 3, 4 hours. And we had digital cameras at the time, and we would sometimes take pictures of the pages, take them home and read them and learn that way. It was the hard knocks.
You guys were stealing. No, I'm just kidding.
Basically, yeah, we're stealing knowledge, because those books were expensive.
I just
I was like 17, 18 at the time,
Yeah.
and I wasn't gonna be buying $60 books.
Nah.
That's gonna add real quick.
Yeah, so
That's smart though for you guys to do that though. You know what I mean?
yeah, so we found and we both found an interest on it. And I think for both of us, if we weren't in it together, like me and him doing this at the same time,
Yeah.
we would be totally different career.
Yeah.
So it was just like a fate or a thing that we both met at the same time. And,
Yeah.
we did the.
You guys kind of pushed each other.
Yeah, kind of we pushed each other, and yeah, he's doing good. I'm doing good in the same career. And
For real, yeah. You guys
but we went
pushed
totally different paths, which is crazy. We started in the same thing, doing the same thing. Doing logos, websites, and 3D. And then he went to the Bay Area. I kind of stayed here, and then I went to San Diego, and that's when I got more into like the branding. And when he was up in the Bay Area, he got more into the user interface. And now I'm doing branding, and he's doing user interface, which is crazy because it's two different styles.
Yeah.
And it's just
What's user interface? What is that?
just the way things work. Like when the way where the buttons are on Instagram, for example, right? You open it up, you have all the buttons at the bottom.
Oh,
Before
okay.
they used to be on top, or before they used to be somewhere else. All that design,
It's chosen by someone.
it's done by that, but it's also designed by data. Like you have to ask people questions like, what do you prefer? People, you get people. For example, when I was working at Intuit, which is they do QuickBooks, I did a little bit of user interface, and we were designing the new interface for QuickBooks at the time, and they had this question of moving this button that was I forgot what the button was for, but it was on the top right, and they wanted to move it to the bottom left.
Mm-hmm.
And QuickBooks has about, if you guys know what QuickBooks is, right?
Yeah.
They have about
No.
like billion users. It's like it manages your payroll, or manages your like a bunch of stuff for your business. So they had like 7% of the people that they interviewed or they tracked use this button that they wanted to move, and people was like, okay, 27%, but it's like shit, 7% of a fucking billion people. You know,
Yeah.
that's a lot of people that are
That's
going
a
to
lot
be
of people.
calling. Is like, where's this button at now that it's moved? So you got to think about that. You can't just move something to the left.
Yeah.
You got to look at data. It's like, okay, we can't move it, but so we could what do we got to do now? Change the color, maybe
Make it more
animate it
noticeable.
differently.
Yeah.
So that kind of user interface design is just like a whole different design. You got design with data, and you got design with like a strategy, and you just got to think like of what people are gonna, how you got to think how people are gonna use something, which is it's cool. You know, there's
Yeah.
a lot of different
Okay.
elements of design.
Interesting.
I chose branding just because I like doing branding. My side of design is mainly is
I feel like
when-
it's more independent, maybe, right?
no, it's I do it independently because I'm a contractor. So
Oh.
I go in and do contract work with companies. I could do full time, but I like just going to different companies just to get a different. If I'm at one company, I'm gonna be working with the same logo for 5 years. I'm gonna get bored. I'm gonna get burnt out.
Stagnant.
I'd rather just keep everything fresh and new ideas and be just try to stay creative. But mainly it's I do mainly like startups. So these guys started up. They're doing good now. They need to position themselves into like this industry where there's already people that are here.
Mm-hmm.
They're growing. They're gonna get there like in the next year or two. Their brand is not to where they're gonna take them seriously, right?
Yeah.
Oh, my 13-year-old nephew made this logo. I gave him $10. That's what they have right now.
Yeah.
Type stuff. So basically, I go in there and I essentially audit their design, their brand, and their mission, and their colors, their just everything. Their whole culture as a company,
Sure.
and I have to bring that whole culture into the way they market themselves to the consumer,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
So it's
Makes
not
them wanna
just
buy,
it's not
basically.
just like that company doesn't just have that color purple.
For no reason.
A lot of
Sure.
people are just like, there's a big meaning behind that.
Yeah.
There's a big why their logo looks like that, why they're this and that, and there's a lot of elements to it. There's
Sure.
teams that do it. There's agencies that just that's all they do is they do branding, and but it's a big part of a company, and a lot of people don't even realize what goes behind it and all the things you have to do for it. You have to research industries. You have to hang out with the company and just get their culture. Like how they want to speak to the customer, because the way you advertise to the customer is the same way that when they come to you, they need to see that same experience. You know what I mean?
That's right.
You don't want to get advertised something that's like for example, just something that's
That's
blue.
what it
When you
is.
get to the company, it's green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, well, you know,
thought
it's
you
like
guys
the
were
old bait and
different.
switch.
Yeah.
So you have to
The old bait.
you have to kind of design and create and develop all their whole look and feel just to how the company is, and that's just what creates a big successful brand for a company.
Sure.
Yeah, so
That's
essentially
cool.
that's mainly what I do is as a designer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a lot of work. Sounds like.
it's cool.
It's fun though.
Yeah, it's fun. There's some down parts in it, of course, and because sometimes you're just one person and it's just an opinion,
Sure.
So sometimes your ideas are not in
Not taken
line.
seriously.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And sometimes, they're not always correct,
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of like, even in like my earlier careers, you have to like, your ego has to be like down here.
Sure.
It's essentially it's their money, it's their brand, it's their company, it's their baby. Like, it's just you and I'm one type of opinion, and that's the way. Like, if I like this color, that guy might not like that color. It's
Yeah.
just like, well, it just doesn't work that way. So, that's just the downside that you just have to overcome those kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
So, but eventually, or you always have to come up with something good and make it work. Make it work is the main thing.
Regarding your branding career, what's been, I guess, your highlights? What do you think really stood out the most so far?
Damn, man. For myself, I have a lot.
What's your most recent one then?
I liked the hospital was a fun one.
Mhm.
Not really too fun actually. I probably won't even use that one. The funnest one that I've ever had was this company in Monterey. It was called Sierra Instruments.
Okay.
They do mass flow meters, which they measure gas, liquid, and steam. They made these like this. Pretend this was a meter. You put it into a pipe, and whatever gas,
Yeah.
it would measure how much, all the way down to like the smallest, like argon. It would just go down and measure it, and I was intrigued, but when I first got there, the company was just. It was like one of those companies I was telling you, like the nephew did the logo for like $10, and it was just like a little square with like a little S in it, and yeah, man, I went in there and I made them a new logo, and it was like one of those things like I was talking about earlier, where they were like, barely coming up. The industry's right here,
Yeah.
the leaders right here, and they were like right here, and we went in there, we changed the brand, we did the mission statement, we did a website. We did a bunch of we did all the data sheets, rendered a bunch of 3D images for video, and when I say we is when I had a partner, a design partner. He lived in Texas.
Okay.
I flew him down over here, and he worked with me at this company, and he did mostly programming, like back end. I guess it would be like web design, programming, and so we did the brand. We did a bunch of stuff, dude. I was there for almost 8 years.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like one of those things, like a full time. That was
Yeah.
my longest job that I
Yeah.
had.
It was the funnest.
It was cool, dude. It was cool. It was a cool environment. But the reason I liked that one the most because we got to see it grow from like down here to like,
Yeah.
and eventually they were just like monsters. Once we redid the brand and we started pushing everything out, like within like a year or two, we were already like, they were already like we're winning. We're
Yeah,
winning. We had opened up a plant in like China, in the UK, in Michigan. Like right after that, they were thriving.
Jeez.
And then I was there for 8 years, and then I got offered to go work at Rockstar Games in San Diego.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. Then so I left San Diego for like 3 years, And I worked for Petco, Rockstar, and Intuit there in the span of those 3 years, and some other company called Solid Professor that was actually pretty fun too.
So when you relocated to San Diego, I'm guessing you had temporary residency. You settled down there, and then
Yeah, San Diego was cool actually. That's a cool city. When I was there, I think I got there like in February or something, and then I didn't start my new job until I think it was like I want to say like May. So I had like those 3 months just hanging out, So my girl at the time, her like cousin's husband owned a swimming pool cleaning business. So he's like, "Hey, bro, you want to come work for me?" I was like, "Shit, I got nothing to do. I'm just here all fucking day."
Yeah.
At that time, I was building toys. I was doing toy sculptures, so I had a lot of free time because I mostly worked at night. So yeah, I did the pool thing in San Diego. But other than that pool thing, man, I've been a designer for my career almost of my life. That was only like a 2.5 month stint. But being a pool guy in San Diego was pretty intense, bro.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, it was.
Dang, the pool boy.
Good times,
Some
bro.
stories about the pool boy. It's like the milkman.
Yeah, those are we got to do those offline. Those stories go offline. Oh, shit.
You said you did you do sculpting and stuff like that. That's pretty cool.
I do,
you customize your glasses, right?
Yeah, my glasses are customized. My son broke them, so I had to customize them. You can check out my stuff on Instagram. Komega, Komega.
Yeah, we'll put it in the description.
Yeah. But yeah, the toy thing was cool, man. I got into that like in 2012. It was like in 2012. I got into that toy thing, and that was kind of random too. The way I got into that, I had this blank toy. It was just like a kid robot. People call them Moonies. I call them Moonies. I had a blank little money for like it was like almost like a year. It was just hanging out, and at one time I just started painting it. Then I was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna look up see like what people have done with these. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like just to see what people do with them." I looked it up and I was like, "Oh shit, there's like a whole customized community to this."
Wow.
And then there was mostly people were just drawing on them at the time. There wasn't hardly anybody sculpting on them with anything, except for like a handful of people. So.
You like that though? When you did look it up, you liked it?
Yeah, one time me and my had like there was like 3 or 4 friends that I had. Jesse, Johnny, Johnny. You go to church with him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were just chilling in my house in Prunedale, and then we were just customizing. At that time I had already like drew on a few of them, but this time we were just doing just hanging out, just smoking some bud, just getting all lit, and I decided to sculpt on one, and then I just did like the skull thing, and I just kept on doing it, and it just evolved to like this kind of like style that I did on all these toys, and then it fucking blew up. I'm not even gonna lie, I was like getting booked. Like I could have made like a whole career out of it if I wanted to, because I was I grew like my I guess like designer toy career grew like super fast.
People were like ordering like
I was doing art shows like in the matter of like since I started, like I was doing like art shows like in less than like 2 months, dude. Like in New York, I was already sending toys to Japan, to Australia, to Mexico. I was already having articles written, and I had this I was probably like 6 months into doing all these toys, and I had this big show, and I had this guy come down from LA, and they were doing like a toy documentary, and he actually stayed at my house at the time for like 3 or 4 days, and he just filmed me, and I think he filmed other people too. I don't know if that documentary ever got done or if they ever put it out. I should look into it.
That's dope though.
Yeah, it was cool though. But yeah, it blew up, bro. And then it was pretty fun. I still kind of do it, but after like San Diego, it was like it got to the point where I was doing like way too many of them. Like I was like, fuck.
Yeah. Just all day.
Yeah, and
Jeez.
the way I would do it is I would carve most of everything is carved, right?
Yeah.
So my hands would take a beating, and I'm carving like this clay that's fucking pretty hard. And I make like this tool that it looks kind of like a spike. James seen it before.
Yeah.
It looks like a spike, and I'm just carving into this clay and just creating these cracks and creating these crevices and just creating everything. And you know, there's thousands of cracks in these characters, and yeah, man, it was taking a toll on me, but it was pretty fun, and I kind of wish I could do that again, but fuck yeah, it was a lot of work, bro.
Wow.
And it was a lot of work for the amount that you could actually sell that kind of art for. You know what I mean? Because other people that were in the industry that didn't put in that much time that I was putting in, like that, which was like about 70 or 80% of the people in that industry. Or probably I would even bet to be like 90% of the people in the industry wasn't putting his, like, it would take me forever to fucking carve that little motherfucker.
They were just doing something real quick.
They were
not even
if they were, you know, there was a lot of top notch people that were up there. Then, you know, they would
Probably
take their
painting,
time.
probably,
you know,
yeah.
they would take their time
Like you said.
and do all that stuff. But
That's dope though, bro. It really blew up. Like,
yeah. So it wasn't worth the amount that I was able to sell those pieces for,
yeah.
because what I would charge for design outweighs the per hour
Yeah.
of what I was getting paid for that, and I was just wasting time
Also,
doing this
uh-huh.
instead of doing the design stuff. So I was
okay,
like, well, fuck, if I could make, you know, I'm only making $30 an hour. I'm doing the toys. I charge 120 doing the design. I'm wasting $90 an hour.
Yeah.
Because, you know.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And I'm stressing myself out because I'm trying to. This show wants me to do 3 characters or 3 figures, and this show over here wants me to do 4. You know.
Yeah.
So it was cool while it lasted. I stopped doing shows, and I only do like 3, 4, 5 commissions a year now. And I feel like it's better now because I get to charge a little bit more because I feel like my stuff's a little bit more exclusive. You know, because I only bring out like, I mean, last year I did 1. You know.
Yeah.
And that's not just because one person hit me up. It's just because I turned down like 40 people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I didn't want to. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I don't have the time. I don't have the. Oh, you remember the one I did, James? It was that red one. I did it. I was doing it at the Witch House.
Okay.
Remember the one he has the hood, and that was I did it for a show in New York. And those I do them just because those guys actually do sell them for a pretty good amount, and they're a pretty cool show where they'll hit me up like once a year to do a show. So shout out to Mothership Gallery and Martian Toys in Philadelphia.
That's tight.
All right, we'll transition to a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hypetalk Podcast with myself, Will, co-host James, and our guest, Komega.
Komega.
Yeet.
Yeah. Freaking. You were talking about the Wish House earlier. You
Yeah.
said.
The Wish House, bro.
A lot of people don't know
Missed
what
that
that
spot.
is.
That was wasn't really called the Wish House. It was
That's why I named it. But
that's what James named it. Yeah.
it is for a reason too.
Yeah, it was just a studio that I had. That's where I did most of my art. Most of my toys at, and
that's where we first met too, right?
yeah, that's where I first met James. We were doing like this show called Precious Metals. I guess it was a series we called it that we kind of came up with. Shout out to Julian Gonzalez, El Gordo Mamon.
Yeah. On episode 2.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a cool show, man. We need to finish that. That was but yeah, with the studio that I had most of my Hot Wheels on there.
Yeah.
Displayed. I'm a big Hot Wheel collector.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I love Hot Wheels.
Yeah, we would go there and freaking make. Well, I mean, you know, We would hang out too, but
Yeah.
I mean, we would go. We would make a lot of reels and videos, skits. You know what I mean? And he would also, he would work into his stuff too.
I'll be working, and these guys will be doing videos in the back, podcasts. There's a few podcasts there. It was a cool little place that we had. It was basically, we made it into a studio / art studio.
Space, like an art space. Like a studio, art studio for people to come.
Yeah, it was an art studio. It was a Hot Wheels display. I would make reels for my Hot Wheels on there.
I think he was. Oh yeah, that's right.
Remember
that's
that?
right. Those were bangers.
Yeah, I would set up these little dioramas with little people, and I would do like these crazy little videos. I should have continued it, but it was too much work, bro. Everything, because every time I do something, I always want to take it to like the creative level.
Yeah.
So it always becomes too much work at the end of it, for me.
Yeah. Sometimes you feel like you don't like get out what you put in.
Yeah.
Type shit. But yeah, that was good stuff though, dude.
Yeah, it was fun.
That's good stuff. I liked it at least.
Yeah, the Hot Wheels stuff. It was cool. Yeah. So yeah, we had the Wish House was a pretty cool spot, man.
That'd be funny. Now that I think about it, it would be funny to do voiceovers for that.
Oh, for the little.
Like you had like homies, right, and like kind of homegirls type of thing.
Yeah.
Like, I think. So imagine you did like a little voiceover for them. Like, hey, what's up?
You
Hey,
just put like a little because they're metal. You put a little magnet at the bottom, you probably make them move.
Oh hell yeah, even better. That'd be dope. Yeah, freaking. That's why I called it the Wish House though, is because like it. Well, I mean, from what I think, the Wish House, a lot of creators go there and they just go and create, And
Yeah.
They just.
It was a creative spot, man. Honestly, when you walked in there, for me, it's like, even like my studio in San Diego, I always kind of wanted to keep it creative. When people go in there, and there's always something for you to look at and get inspired by. That's why my side was, if you notice, was more creative than Julian's side. Oh, shit. But yeah.
Yeah, no, those good times right there.
Mm-hmm.
But Precious Metals was tight too, man. That was a good.
Yeah,
good
if you guys haven't seen those series, man, go check them out. You could I think you can see them on James's page or Julian's page, on their YouTube. Precious Metal. It was a good show. I think we did 6 episodes.
I want to say
Yeah, we did those things on the fly too.
For real.
Yeah, they were. They were good, man.
Hitters.
I mean, for just, what was it, 4 of us just doing a little series of videos, man, they're actually pretty good, man. I always show them to people, and they're like, "Damn, you guys were doing this?" For real, like, "Damn, like you guys did this?"
Little Instagram series, huh?
Yeah.
Instagram
Well, I was
show.
showing my cousins after because my cousin's like, "That guy looks familiar." It was like, "Yeah, he's the one that comes out with the videos with Gordo Mamon." He's all like the dude that says, "Here we go again." It's like, "Yeah, that fool lives like down the street. That's the homie." He's like, "Oh yeah," and then I started showing them the Precious Metal videos, and they were cracking up, bro. They were like, "Damn, yeah, you guys got to continue that."
For real. Maybe we can make a comeback.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be.
Freaking dang. Yeah, the Wish House was tight.
Yeah, we need to open up another one.
Yeah.
But that spot was pretty grimy though. you know, we had those grimy ass people always coming by, and dude, before your time, before you even went to the Wish House, before it even was the Wish House, the studio that I had when you went, that was my second studio at the same spot.
Oh, okay.
The first one that I had there, I don't even want to talk about the illegal activity that was going on on to the other side over there, but yeah, bro, it was way more Wild West than it was back then. When you came, yeah, it was.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I know people were there. They were down there doing not good stuff. That's you. But yeah, freaking I was gonna. You used to sell Hot Wheels out of there too.
Kind of. I didn't really sell them. I don't really like selling because I collected them for my son so he could sell them when he gets a little bit older. I mainly collect them. When I did sell them, I mainly sold them to other collectors. The ones that they didn't have, and I had like triples. 4 or 5 of them already, so I could let go of 1 or 2 of them. But
yeah.
I don't really sell them right now. They're all in storage, just collecting dust. But once I get another office, me and Julian are actually talking about opening up another one, and I'm going to start displaying them again. And I want to probably build a track in there, Remember how fun that racing was?
Yeah, we did a racing.
Yeah, we'd be racing racing with the track with the Hot Wheels, and I think TikTok would hit with
put
that.
bets on that.
Yeah, put bets on it.
Oh, on a live type of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Start,
Alright,
start,
who's gonna win? Who's gonna drop a star? Drop a
drop
star.
me a universe.
Drop it.
Yeah, drop me a
this.
universe. Yeah. Yeah, the Hot Wheel game's crazy, man. That's the craziest industry I've ever been in. That's cutthroat, bro. I had to leave like 2 or 3 Facebook groups already because they're cutthroat. Those old white dudes are no joke, bro. Don't fuck with their Hot Wheels, bro. Yeah, they'll come and find you. They talk about your wife. They talk about your kids. They talk about everything, bro. It's like, calm the fuck down, player. And you'll be in there fucking. I'll be typing a big old paragraph and just fucking deleting it, bro. It's like, I ain't gonna get into that, bro. Come on. I got kicked out of one just for laughing at the guy's comment.
Jeez.
I was like, damn, bro.
Sensitive.
Yeah. Yeah, the Hot Wheel game's rough. If you guys ever want to see how rough the Hot Wheel game is, go to your Target or Walmart and try to find a Hot Wheel of a
Hot Wheel section.
In the Hot Wheel section, that's not a fantasy car. That's like a Nissan or a Chevy or something.
What time should they go? Nah, actually, if you go to
tell me.
if you go to any Target, I bet you go to the Hot Wheel section and it's all wiped out.
It's wiped out, bro.
That's crazy to think about.
And that just happened, honestly, right at the pandemic. Because I started collecting like in 2017. And man, it was, you go in there, you're like, fuck yeah, there he is. Oh, there he is. And I'm going to take all the other ones I want. Once the pandemic hit,
yeah.
Everybody started doing it.
Yeah, it was like, it was zombies. Everyone was in the aisles, fucking, everyone got into collecting. Everyone got into this. And you see people like just, they don't even collect. You're just buying the Hot Wheels because they're going to sell them. Because, dude, the Hot Wheels, as soon as you take them out of the store, you can sell them for $2, $3. You buy 15 of them. You sell 15 of them, you make $15.
Yeah.
The least you're going to make is $15. You know
what's crazy?
The Hot Wheel game's crazy.
That's that. Sounds like a good stock to buy.
I invest. I invest in yeah. The funnest part was when you win in raffles because you win like the high end stuff for low dollars because there's Hot Wheels that go for like $4,000, $5,000.
Oh, wow.
$6,000.
Yeah.
You're paying, $6 or $60 per raffle. You win that shit for $60. You're winning.
Yeah.
So that's how I mostly got most of my high end Hot Wheels was through raffles and trades. The good thing about my line of work is everybody kind of needs design or illustration or drawings,
Mm-hmm.
So I'm able to trade like everything, bro. Like I haven't needed to buy a pair of tires since like 2005. I have a homie that owns a tire shop that every time I need tires, he just, all right, I need some new business cards, design them. I'll just design him some business cards,
That's dope.
Just everything. Like a lot of things that gets traded. Like
Yeah. A lot of people don't realize that trading is like a
barter,
bro.
bro.
Something bargaining, all that stuff is like something key in life. And in certain places they're insulted that you don't bargain. You know what I mean? Like you go to like different countries, you know what I mean? And then
like what do you mean? Yes.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, they're gonna throw you the most expensive price. Yeah, exactly. And then they're just like, dang, fine, I'll take it. What? That's it?
That's it?
Like I said, what do you mean? Yeah.
What do you mean? You think I'm a sucker?
Yeah.
No. You're taking it for $16.
You're like the ultimate bargainer.
Like no.
They lower it for you.
You're not gonna give me 17. You're giving me 14.
You know what? Just take it. Take it
for free, bro.
It's all me in my house.
You're not gonna not bargain me.
Charity?
This is Woo in the building. This is James in the building.
That's funny though. Yeah, but yeah, and trading too. Trading's up there.
If you could barter your skills, man, to anybody that could do that, that's dope. That's one of the things
It's a good skill to have for sure. Life skill right there.
Get a hobby that you could trade for, so or something that just makes you happy with living life, bro. Because hobbies are the things that keeps me happy. Honestly, I have so many hobbies: the Hot Wheels, the drawings, sculpting. Yeah,
It's deep.
it is, dude.
It's real though.
I just gotta keep myself busy.
That's what James and myself, this is how we keep ourselves busy. Just video
podcasts,
editing,
video editing.
It's a craft that we love, and this is how I keep myself busy.
Yeah. How
Shout
many
out to
Hot Wheels?
Hobbies.
How many Hot Wheels you say you have?
Fuck, man. In my trunk, I probably have like 100 right now. But like in my, you seen the studio, or you seen all the boxes I had in the back.
Stacks.
In every box, I probably had like 60 Hot Wheels, and I had probably like, I don't know, man. Probably had like 50, 60 boxes.
Yeah.
60 boxes. I don't know.
You do the math.
I have probably like more than 5,000 Hot Wheels sealed, and then I probably have like another 1,000, 2,000 opened. I have a pretty cool display of Hot Wheels that are opened.
That's dope.
Yeah. I collect certain ones myself, and like the Skylines. That's the ones that I collect the most of. So I try to have like on the Skyline. One of the Skylines, I have like every single version that was made, like short card, every single series that was made, even if there was like the Super came in 3 different color variations, like by error in the factory. I have like every one. I have it like if it's stolen from the factory, unspun, like they didn't put the screws on it.
Oh wow.
I have like this almost every single one like that. I have everyone loose packaged. Like if there's one Skyline that I have like just like everything imaginable that you could think of that Skyline, and it's
That's dope.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
What how do you feel about like thrifting and all that? The thrift people.
Shit, that's just pretty cool, honestly, because you're basically just finding stuff that's like gold in a sense. You kind of just like people that go out and find rocks or find gems.
Yeah.
Because it's like things that people like, or things that are like that have been lost in a certain wave or a certain crowd that they get thrown into like the Goodwills or the the random thrift stores. It's kind of nice. I mean, I've been at thrift stores. I don't really look for Hot Wheels there or nothing, because I just know there's not going to be stuff that I'm looking for. But when I go thrifting or go for like thrift stores, I just mainly find like the random things, like old records. I collect old records. So just but there's people that they buy all kinds of shit. They buy everything, shirts. It makes you happy, bro.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real.
When was the last time you went on a thrift run and scored something big in your perspective?
For thrifting or for like Hot Wheel hunting?
Both.
Because Hot Wheel hunting, man, it's been a while. It's a rough game right now.
Yeah.
There's guys out there that are like 8 o'clock when Target opens. There's like a group of like 6 guys in there that just run in there and grab all the stuff. But in Hot Wheels, there's like a thing called a Super Treasure Hunt. That it comes in like 1 in every 14 boxes.
Oh wow!
So if you score one of those, shit, you're pulling like $100 out of $1.
Wow!
Does it say Super Treasure Hunt on it or something?
It's like let's say like the regular car they just say it's like a Civic, a blue Civic. It'll be like a certain blue. The Super Treasure Hunt will be the same blue, but it'll be shiny, and it'll have like a rubber wheels instead of the plastic wheels.
Oh, okay.
And then behind it, it'll have like a little symbol. It's like the flame symbol. I don't think I have it on me. Let me see. No, I thought I had a Super Treasure Hunt on me, but I do have a Hot Wheels logo. But it's like a little circle with a flame on it, and it'll be in the package. You'll know what the car is, like if you're looking for it. A normal person won't know what it is. Like I don't have to look at the back and be like, okay, this is the treasure hunt. I already know, like, oh shit, this one's it right here because of the color, the wheels, and what I'm looking for. But those are hard to find. It's weird too because they're not even that crazy. They still have the plastic bottom, they're no different than a regular one, but there's some that go for like thousands of dollars.
Wow.
You got it out of some people got it off the pegs for $1, you know, and they're going for thousands. And that's just because people can't get them no more because, you know, they came out like in 2017 and it's a car that, like, there's people that, you know how I said I collect this Skyline and I have like every variation. There's people that collect, I just did that Skyline. There's people that do that with like 20 other cars.
Yeah.
So yeah, the collecting game gets crazy.
That's deep. That's deep. Damn. The whole collecting game is crazy, huh? People really like to collect.
For everything, bro. Cards.
Yeah, people collect a lot of stuff.
The card game's wild.
The card game.
It got crazy too during the pandemic. People were getting shot at Target. You know? People were getting shot at Target.
For cards?
Yeah, in Seaside, some dude got shot.
No way.
We experienced a fight break out at Target here in Salinas over some cards.
Wow. What cards were they?
Pokemon, bro.
Pokemon?
Yeah.
Damn.
It's like hard knock life, player.
I know, why don't they just duel each other?
Yeah.
Is it even called dueling in Pokemon?
I mean, that's essentially what they did. They were dueling it out.
The fist.
Dealing with their fist, yeah.
Yeah.
Or their Nina.
Yeah, the collecting game's crazy. That's why I don't even get too deep into it. I just
To
collect
shoot
Hot
somebody
Wheels.
over it, though? Damn.
I collect Hot Wheels and records. That's all I collect, man.
Hot Wheels and records.
Yeah. I just started collecting records because I was getting into sampling, beat sampling. That was another hobby I got into that I did it for like 1.5 years, and then it just got overwhelming again. I was wanting to do too much with it, and it was either I'm going to go hard or just go soft.
Mm-hmm.
So I went limp. I went limp on making beats. But
Something you want to come back to?
But I met some cool people during that whole time. I met the whole Wallace Lane team. Shout out to Farsi and Dante. They produced stuff for like Post Malone, Travis Scott, all that stuff. I met that dude in San Diego.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is this something you want to go back to, maybe?
Not professionally or not like that, but if there's somebody that wants me to like teach them the basics or wants to get into it, I wouldn't mind jumping back into it just for me to, you know, just to refreshing my brain on how that whole thing, because beat making is crazy, you know, all that programming, you know, the sounds and beats and finding all that stuff. There's so many sounds out there that you can use, manipulate, and it's just like, other than like design, it's like one of the most like the artistic mediums that you can manipulate the most. Yeah. Yeah. You
have to be able to
painting, design, and like music is like one of those things that you could just, because it's just one of the, you know, it's art for the ears as opposed to like for the eyes. Yeah. So it gets manipulated to everybody. You know, it hits people differently. So.
Who are your favorite producers? I was thinking of a great producer that I could think of right now is like the Wu-Tang producer, the RZA.
Yeah, dude's bad. I like the RZA. I don't know the dude's name off the top of my head, but he produced. You guys probably won't even know who he is. He produces for Immaculate. I don't know if you guys know who that guy is. Mm-hmm. When I was in San Diego, I linked up with this guy named Renee who did BCO clothing, which he was doing like, it was battle rap.
Okay. And
we would go to these battle rap shows, and that's where I met a lot of these producers and people that were in the music industry. And but I met this guy. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. I know his name was Dan, but I don't know what he went by.
Dude, battle rap.
I'll think about it and send it to you guys. But other than that guy, another Dan is Dan the Automator. I don't know if you guys know who he is. He produced stuff for Del the Funky Homo Sapien. He did.
That sounds familiar, actually.
Yeah, you know Del. Yeah. He did like the first song with the Gorillas.
Okay.
The
Gorillas. The guy that's rapping in it.
Dan the
Automator's bad. You guys should look up his stuff. DJ Shadow's bad. I like DJ Shadow. He's a dope producer.
That's fine.
Shit, I don't know. Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne's bad.
Yo, someone you know, probably Lil
Someone
Wayne.
you know, Lil Wayne.
But nah, that's tight. That's what's up. Freaking you said rap battling. You were going to rap battling.
Yeah, I
shows
wasn't
for
doing
a
any
bit?
rap battles, but yeah, I would go to these rap battle shows with this guy, Renee. He owned BCO clothing, and I did a bunch of clothing designs for him. Those battle rap shows were dope.
They get crazy, huh?
Yeah, I met
I've never been to one, to be honest
Daylight.
with you, but
Who else was there? You know,
I like that.
yeah, there's some cool people. They're funny, man. You gotta have a backbone if you can be a battle rapper,
to
bro.
take
Because they
it on.
talk some shit,
Without having to put someone on.
and you can't have no crooked teeth or nothing when you go up there. You know what I mean?
'Cause they're gonna go in on you.
Yeah, they're gonna go in on you. You better go in there looking clean, bro.
So how you gonna walk in here
Yeah.
with your crooked teeth and your
Yeah,
crooked
fuck.
feet and your crooked...
they're gonna roast the
You just
fuck out of you when they have any imperfection. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
It's a rough game, bro. If your looks aren't up to par, don't become a battle rapper, bro. Yeah.
Big nose having. There's people who do comedy battles. They be roasting.
Oh, like
each
roasting
other.
battles?
Yeah, roasting battles. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I want to see on that one.
I've seen people do that, but like I don't.
Well, it's
even
kind of like the
know.
Yo Mama. Remember,
Yeah, that's
remember
true.
the Yo
Yo
Mama?
Mama.
It's basically the same thing.
That's
We used to do that in elementary.
That's true.
For real. Would you ever do that, like rap battle?
Oh,
or
no, I
anything?
don't probably want to do rap battles. You know me. I like mostly ghostwriting.
Yeah.
More of a ghostwriter. I don't like to be in front of the camera or in front of the like the guy from BCO would always call me the man behind the man. That's how he referred to me. Oh, this is the man behind the man.
Yeah.
The man behind the man.
That's a good one.
That's kind of how I always kind of portrayed myself and
Yeah.
always kept myself. And in every industry, you know, I'm always, you know, I've never. Oh, you can put your name down here. It's good, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I don't need the clout. I'm not a clout
Yeah.
chaser. I don't need that. I don't. I look for my own satisfaction. You know,
Yeah.
not from anybody else.
Watching it, you watching it and knowing like, oh
yeah,
yeah,
you know,
that's.
it's,
Sure.
I gotta
did
do it for
that,
myself.
or I helped with
yeah.
that, or whatever the case is. Like,
Yeah.
nah, that's it's really humble of you.
Like the Mammon says, if you ain't humble, you crumble. Yeah.
I was, I know. With that being said, like I was glad to get you on here. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
usually you don't like to be on camera, like you said. So
Yeah, for sure.
I was glad.
That's cool. We've had some pretty good adventures. Me,
Yeah.
you, and Julian.
Yeah,
We've been to some pretty cool shows and
created some great content for you guys. You know what I mean?
some
Like,
really good content. Some
people
people
out
don't even know that. Like I'm with these guys
yeah,
creating
like all
a lot
the
of the
stuff.
content.
Yeah, like, I mean,
Yeah.
I tag you a lot, and
Yeah.
I know you don't want it and stuff
I
like
don't
that, but I
don't
still
really
do
care
it.
for it or nothing. But yeah,
He
'cause
never tells me to do it, but I do
Yeah.
it just because, like, you know, like
You want to give where credit's
I
due.
want, I want
Yeah.
to let it be known. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
give it that respect.
And yeah, for a
'cause
lot
like
of
almost a whole year we were daily, bro. We were
going on.
grinding,
Yeah.
filming, writing, going to San Francisco, going to
Yeah.
where did we
Open
go last time?
mics.
Where did we go?
To the M stop, is that what it was?
Oh no, we went to Sacramento a couple
Oh.
times. Raising Canes.
Raising Cane's, that's right.
We went to Sacramento. We went
Raising
to
Cane's is
Frisco
the
a couple
best.
times. Yeah.
Yeah, we've done some stuff. A lot for a lot of people that don't
Santa
know.
Cruz, handful of times.
We
San Jose.
the reels that create. You know, he's a big part of them. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and yeah, a lot of them got millions of views. You know what I mean? Like,
Welcome, bro.
it's been pretty. It's been pretty great.
You're welcome, bro.
You know what I mean? Like, it's thank you.
No, it's
And-
fun, bro. It's something I enjoy. You know, it's another hobby. Just we gotta.
That's one thing I like about you, bro. Ever since I met you, like you've always been like a great creator. Like your vision is like spot on. You know what I mean? Like
Thanks.
I mean you've been seasoned. You've been in the game for a minute, I guess you could say. But
Yeah.
it's pretty awesome. You know, to meet someone like that, or to
That's cool.
know you. You know.
It's fun to create content, bro. It's
Yeah.
just creating anything. That's for me, that's what it's kind of.
That's what we're meant. It's crazy to sit like it's kind of what we're meant here to do, right? You know, create
whatever
Sure.
makes you happy, bro.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I just stay creating. That's when people ask me what I mainly do. I say I'm a creator. It's the term now is a lot different since social media. You know, people think about it's all content creator, but I just like to create whether it's art, videos. Just
babies. Just kidding. Just kidding. No, for real though, yeah. It's great. It's great. It's great to see the people's reaction. I feel like, cause it's just funny. I don't know. I just want everybody to know like what we do is all for just like creativity.
It's for their entertainment. You know
it's for entertainment purposes only. Not to offend anybody. Not to like you know what I mean?
A lot of the time, just like what's gonna make these people laugh? Because these guys are putting these videos out. This podcast out for potentially millions of people could see it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it goes back to the user interface. 7% of the people might not like it.
Yeah.
So what do? Do you change it? Do you do you keep grinding? Do you bring in that criticism? What do you do with it?
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of things either get built or they fall and break.
Yeah.
When I was first starting with Julian, that's one of the big things that we talked about before I started helping them do a lot of the stuff is like, you got to be ready for all these comments that people are going to be leaving on your. I talk to you about it all the time, bro.
That's true.
Like you got to just not.
It's kind
of
like
negative comment is just the same as the positive comment.
Opinion.
The data, Instagram data doesn't know if it's emotion.
Exactly. They don't see it as
there's no emotion in the data.
Yeah, exactly.
You want that. You want that comment.
Yeah.
Bring all those negative comments in.
Yeah.
Talk that shit. It's giving me.
It's giving
me. So just everything that you do on social media, and the comments, you got to kind of take it with a grain of salt all the time because your emotions can't be tied to it because it's just going to be a downward spiral, bro. You can't fight 30,000 emotionally hurt teenagers, bro. They're gonna beat the shit out of you. You know what I mean?
It's a waste of time.
Yeah,
it's a waste of time.
They're gonna rock your emotions, bro. You just got to be like, thanks, bro. Like, yeah.
With that being said, check out some of the clips that we've created together.
And we'll be right back. So please tune in for a commercial break. Welcome back to Hypetalk Podcast with Woo, James, and guest Komega.
Komega.
Right now we're about to start our blindfold challenge. So on your mark, Komega, go ahead and touch item number 1 on your left.
Careful, I might bite you.
So just go like this?
Yeah. It's
You're right there.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's the jar. So it's in there.
It's like I stick my finger in the jar, though?
It's in there.
Damn, you guys are wild. These are marshmallows, bro.
Yeah. Oh.
Damn, nailed it. This was actually really good.
This feels like my ex-girlfriend.
Plushie.
All right, next.
You can eat one if you want. That's good.
Right in the middle?
Yeah.
Man, that was cake to you.
Right here?
Yeah.
Damn. Another.
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
If you get this one, I'm gonna be like, wow.
Damn.
First ever 2 in a row ever on the show. Come on.
Damn, bro.
I want to give you a hint, but I feel like you're gonna get it.
I want to say this feels like oatmeal, but it's not oatmeal.
It's a mystery substance.
You know.
Oh, man. This feels like beans, bro. Honestly.
You got 2 for 2, dog.
The beans?
Holy
shit. Fuck it. They're beans.
What the heck?
All right, next one. Right here?
Right there, yeah.
All right.
He said it's beans.
This is beans, bro.
This one.
There's nothing even in here.
That's hilarious. His hands are wet from the beans, so he thinks there's nothing in there.
Yeah, go wipe your head, bro.
There's nothing in there?
Ah.
Try your hands off, and then go again.
Yeah. There you go. I mean, it's like a liquid. It's like, oh man, it's gonna be like either
No way. 3 for 3?
Bro, like, well, I mean, because it could be either barbecue sauce, ketchup.
What's the substance feel like? Come on, that's a specific substance. Or texture. Substance.
It almost feels like hair gel. I think it's hair gel, bro.
Is it your final guess?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and wipe your hands, and then go ahead and take off your blindfold. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
You really got the beans in the...
Yeah.
What was it, ranch?
marshmallows.
That's whipped cream.
Oh,
cream.
okay. It didn't feel like whipped cream, bro. It's melted.
It was in the fridge.
That's whipped cream?
Alright.
That's whipped cream.
Oh, okay. I thought it was sour cream.
That was whipped cream.
So
I
it was
wouldn't have-
beans, huh?
For the beans, I was going to be like, come on, your mom's been making them for you for the last... since 98, man. Come on.
98.
Damn, you guys really fucked up a whole fucking tray of beans for me to feed.
Just for you, baby. Brand new.
I bought it, but I had no main dish. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna fight.
Those are the good beans, too. Those are the ones they serve at the barbecues.
That was a good one because I was getting the piece of tomato and I was like, what the fuck is this right here? I was like, nah.
You can take it if you want.
No,
It's
no,
your
no,
hands. Man,
What's
lights went out. End of the show. How do you feel, man? That was a good one?
Yeah, it's fine. Thanks for having me on, bro.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah, I'm going to need some sanitizer, though.
Oh, we got
Gotcha.
you. We got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pleasure having you on. We're glad that you had a great time. We
Cool.
definitely had a great time.
Yeah.
And we'll
Awesome.
definitely see you on a future episode.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is
Okay.
Hypetalk Podcast with myself, Woo, co-host James, and Komega. His handles will be in the description. Be sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for a future episode.
Follow.
We'll see you in the next one.